Tonight, a WAAY-31 I-Team investigation exposes a practice that results in some of you having to pay too much for your prescriptions when you use your insurance. Now, many pharmacists in Alabama insist they want to be able to tell you when paying cash is cheaper than your insurance copay. Well, they blame third-party administrators who insurance companies hire to negotiate with pharmacies. You may not even realize that you have a pharmacy benefit manager, also known as a PBM, but they're widespread and powerful. WAAY-31's Greg Privet reveals the costly reason why PBM contracts can keep pharmacists from telling you the whole story.
Tommy and Martha Sharp depend on their prescription drugs. These drugs are a critical part of the Sharps' everyday lives.
It's kept me on track as far as health issues, and my husband as well. He's just suffered a stroke, and very important for him.
Martha trusts the folks at her pharmacy with her life.
There's a lot of trust, almost like family sometimes.
This trusting patient was astonished to hear what's happening in Alabama. Pharmacists can be required to keep secrets from patients like the Sharps. Valuable information that could save patients money.
Are you surprised to hear that?
I am. I always thought I was getting the best deal.
And the pharmacy shouldn't have their hands tied to tell the customer what's best for the customer when it comes to the price of their drugs.
Senator Arthur Orr says he wants you to get the best possible price on your prescriptions. That might be at odds with pharmacy benefit managers. Insurance companies hire PBMs to dictate terms, including copays. Trouble is, the copay may be more than you have to pay. The senator wants to stop PBMs from forcing pharmacists to keep quiet when paying cash is cheaper than your copay.
They want to be able to tell their customer that there is a lower price alternative if they don't use their insurance card, and that it could be, cost them much less if they just paid the over-the-counter price for that particular drug.
We could, in effect, sell it to you at a lower price. We are restricted and can't really tell the patient that.
Bob Giles is the Government Affairs Director for the Alabama Pharmacy Association. He explained pharmacists worry about the growing power of PBMs. The Cato Institute calculates PBMs now control prescription benefits of at least 266 million Americans. Giles says he's seen PBMs control up to 98% of a pharmacy's prescription business. PBMs can basically tell pharmacists, take it or leave it.
The contracts that we're required to sign as pharmacists, and pharmacies do this every day, in order to accept your insurance.
The contracts, complete with pharmacist gag clauses, can cost patients big money. For example, your copay may require you to pay $50 for this prescription, but the cash price for the drug may be only $10. That means you pay an extra $40, profit for the pharmacy benefit manager.
It's not good for anyone. The only thing that the gag clauses are in there for is to prevent transparency in the PBM marketplace. They're the ones who are profiting the most right now, and they do not want you to know how much money they're making.
Giles told WAAY-31 regulating PBMs and being transparent with patients is now the top priority of the Alabama Pharmacy Association.
I can tell a cash-paying customer almost anything. If you have insurance, you're dictated by the PBM contract what we can and cannot disclose to you.
I've got a bill ready, and I'll be ready the first day of the legislative session in March.
Senator Orr says he typically prefers a free market solution, but for the problem of pharmacist gag clauses, lawmakers may have the only cure.
I think that's the way we're going to have to go to get the customer the true market price for those drugs that they need and rely on.
Martha Sharp says Senator Orr's law can't come soon enough.
That would be great. That would be great, especially as you can see, we use a lot of prescription drugs to benefit our health, and it would definitely save us money.
Greg Privet, WAAY-31 News.
Senator Orr says he's getting bipartisan support for a bill to outlaw the pharmacist gag clauses here in Alabama. The National Community Pharmacists Association is also working to end gag clauses. It supports federal legislation in addition to state laws.